define restrictions for a business rule. Navigate to the Business Catalog app to see which applications and data access are granted through the catalog. The tab restriction type shows the available restrictions you can use with the catalog to limit access to applications and data. Alternatively, if you have already assigned a business catalog to your role through Maintain Business Roles app, you can click into the business catalog and navigate to the same information. So this is something I showed earlier. Like for example, I will go from the beginning. We can maintain business catalog, and here what we could do, we could search. One example I had taken, which had got the restriction, was one of this catalog. This is mainly on the project side. So professional service project customer setup. So you click on this. So I went on to business catalog and search for a particular business catalog, which is for professional service projects, customer project setup. And if you look at here, this has got general information about the business catalog. What are the applications as part of the catalog? We can create a customer project. We can plan customer project. So these two applications are available. And then we go on to the restriction types. Available restrictions you can see here. So sales document type is a restriction type where we have write read authorization, whereas value help is always unrestricted. A restriction type status is not there. Field name, there is a particular field for this document type, and then field description will be sales document type. And company code has got read and value help access. Uh, so which means unrestricted access, and the field is called the company code. Cost center has only read access, and the field is cost TL, which is not important for us, but we this field description cost center to identify the particular field. Likewise, all like project has got read, write, and value help option available. So this is how you take a look at the restriction type. You need to go to the business catalog and then go to the particular catalog. I searched for SAP_PSP because this is a professional service project, customer related project. And in that I was able to get the restriction type. Say suppose if you just go without okay, let me show you that. If you go, you see all these things. I will go again because this is based on my earlier restriction, earlier search. So if you look at here, you don't see any restriction type. So that is the reason I was just looked at the picture. Earlier we have a picture, I think it's below, and I got the restriction type as possible. But at the moment, yeah, maintain business role, correct. So this is the app. This is the place where we maintain the, for example, say this one I created, and here also you have option to maintain restrictions. So this is something I wanted to show you specifically, where we go to the access category, read. So this scenario has got read, write, value help, no access, read, value help, restricted access. If say suppose I can go to unrestricted, you don't see anything here. So restricted, if you notice, you got a general category, and then you go. Did I show this yesterday? Go to read. You will see values here in a normal scenario. So I could actually go back to not that case. Uh, display restrictions. This does not have anything. So one of the item where we were getting the company code, display restrictions. So this has got no restrictions. Access category is unrestricted. So likewise, when you search and you try to get, I will try one more. Say if you go here and then go to display restriction, this has got only display because maybe I am on the edit mode. I haven't edited it. So I can maintain the restriction. I will go to the restriction. Now this is allowing me to use the option unrestricted, unrestricted. Even then this does not have any value. So I can go back and search if it is possible. I would search. This is almost everything with VR. Let me check analytics, and I go edit, go to maintain restriction. Say suppose if you change this, these are not giving you option to yeah, only general option is available. What I was trying to do is in the general option you have read write uh, op, option for the target language, where you can click on that and see. So this is a language scenario, and under restricted, you can see that the target language, this is the identifier and the description. So we have Chinese, we have Thai, we have Korean, and I hope we will have more of the languages. Yeah, almost all the languages will be available. So from this, you can select any target language if required. Say, suppose I select that. So the right, so if you see here, ZH is for Chinese. They have selected. So that's how we can do that. So we go to the next slide. So this is this is something I showed the first example, where the restriction type got all these things like sales document, company codes, cost center, condition type, and project. And then we go through each individual field and assign restrictions on the maintain restriction page, which is what we are here. This is the maintain restriction page. Select the right read value help drop down menu and choose restricted. This will provide a set of values you can define restrictions for and should be repeated for other fields like read value help and value help. Even though it can be a long process to define restrictions for every single field, it's the only way to ensure end users truly have the minimum level of access necessary to complete their job task. So if you provide the restriction, it's explained about each field. So earlier when we looked at the fields, right? Even these are also uh, this is the next level. But before that, in order to provide the restriction, if you provide restricted, you will have specific field for which you can provide your restriction, and unrestricted should only be used in rare cases as it can create security issues with providing users too much access, because see, we are providing access to write, read, and value head. If you provide unrestricted authorization, what will happen? They will be able to do all the operations. They will be able to write, they will be able to read, or they will be able to use the value held. So this can create security issues. That's why they are saying we should go with only unrestricted options. Only for rare scenarios we can go with, sorry, unrestricted option. For rare scenarios we can go. In a normal case we go with restricted authorization. So this is what I was actually showing on the screen right now. This has got a restricted value, and if you look at here, I selected restricted. The scenario in this case is selecting the language. So the target language are the basically the values available. So I selected one for that, and if I have option to save, I could save it as well. In this case, automatically one value 1710 company code is selected. And the next is maintaining the business roles after a release upgrade. Each time a release upgrade occurs, there will likely be some type of business role maintenance necessary. The maintain business role changes after upgrade, which is an app, displays change to the business catalog and restriction type after upgrade. That is easy to actually look at. I'm just copying because it's kind of a little bit too much long sentence. So let's go back. Let's go to search and search for, yeah, manage. It's not maintain as per the uh, presentation. It is manage the business role. So these are the roles that are changed after an upgrade. So we had an upgrade in our August. So whatever restricted type or business role, this is the restricted type is showing. So there are 692 restricted type created after the upgrade as part of the business role change after upgrade. For example, if a new restriction type was added to a business catalog, or if an existing restriction type is being phased out or has been officially removed. Say suppose we don't right now we don't know the difference between the restriction type for this particular business rule. However, these many items have been added, so you can read the change. These are the items added. There could be items deleted as well. So mostly what we are seeing is added. You got it right. This column, the change column, is what I'm talking about. So here the read added to the business catalog. These are all added. I'm not sure. Oh, that this is phased out. Phased out means it was taken out, and then yeah. So basically, that's what it was talking about. It's important to check the release assessment and scope dependency tool in what's new area of SAP Help Portal to get a big picture and understanding of how the customer's actual business processes are affected after a release. Then focus on target apps like maintain business role changes after upgrade app for detailed information about how user permission may be affected. So, for example, when we go to the home page, we have options here. So the option was, for example, what's new? Let me check. I think I saw what's new. That was news, I think. Yeah. So this could be the this is the news. So let me check whether we have what's new. We don't see that. So we don't have what's new as of now, but we do have news option. What is the news in finance? What does the news say? Suppose this is talking about what is new in finance area. So there are under treasury management, under accounting and financial close, and this is talking about each and every application. So starting with finance, if you click on finance, you see what's new in finance. There are a lot of things new in this particular release. So this is just showing that. Likewise, all the other applications have new things available. That's what this is talking about. And this screen I can't show because I don't have administration authorization in the identity management. So this is something after a release upgrade, how your business roles will look like in our identity management. Launchpad spaces and pages. That's what next topic. If you have created a custom business rule, you also need to check the corresponding spaces slash pages for the role to see if customization should also be applied there for consistency. So along with that, we created the space as well as the page. Also, there is a difference between the business catalogs within the business role granting access to applications and whether or not those applications are in space slash page template, which determines if a display on the launchpad or not. SAP goal in creating space slash page templates to accompany each standard business role template is to provide a clean, simple display of essential and most frequently used apps. So basically, SAP provides default spaces and pages. So it will be very easy for us to add, frequently used apps. However, when you create entirely custom business role, you will need to create custom space, custom page to define how apps will display on the launchpad for the end user. That's something it is showing here. Like we have this is the administration's page where we have workforce, master data, and other things. Multiple. So in this case, you have multiple pages available. That's nothing but this one. Say suppose all these are single item, whereas let me take a look if I have more options. If I click on central procurement, it has got a drop down. So they are talking about the drop down option. In this case, here what they are talking about is the project management professional service space has only one page. So basically, if you, for example, if you go here, this is the product change management. We need to go to the initial home page. It's still not changed, so we have to explicitly go to project. I can search for project. So this is my project for project manager. Here it was talking about project management. So let me check. It is available. It's not. Maybe what we could do is we could go here. We could take a look at. I'm just taking a look at the product management. I don't see that here in this case. But you got it right. Just that if you have a drop down, what this showing is, with if you have a drop down, you will have multiple application. These are called tiles. Basically, they are the apps in which you go for creation of the customer project. So that's what apps assigned to page assigned to space assigned to business role. So vice versa, like business role comes on the top, and below that we will have a space. So space is the project management professional service in this case, and then comes the page. We see all the page, and within the page, apps are assigned. Now we navigate to the Launchpad page assigned to a space, assigned to a business role. When looking at the standard business role in Maintain Business User app, there should always be at least one assigned launchpad space. Okay. So this is talking about the business user. Let's look at the business user. So far we were looking at the business role and business catalog, business user. Okay. So maintain business users in app. In this case, uh, what they are talking about, I can take you into the business maintain business users. So this is loading all the business users that are available. So you could see the page. Assign the business role. Normally, this is they assign the business role and application job. So I think they got confused. It is not in the business user app. It is in the business role app. We had seen that earlier. Business user maintain business user. I was talking about business role. So we will have deprecated as well as the basic business role. And here you could actually select and see, click on this, will show you the launchpad space as well as the business user. So launchpad, we wanted to see the launchpad space. So this is showing the space. Under the space, you can see the pages and the roles assigned to it. That's what they are mentioning. Maintain one launch. In this case also, we had only seen one launchpad space, right? Yeah, only one launchpad space and then multiple pages within the page. This is the SAP standard space that typically accompanies the standard business rule. So SAP standard space will have standard space assigned to the standard business rule. In the type column, managed by customer means that you can make changes to the space and any page assigned to the space. So if you look at space managed by, see, the type is managed by SAP. Say, suppose we had one example we created. In that case, the type would have been managed by customer. We can manage by ourselves. If it says managed by SAP, you cannot make changes to the space or any page assigned to the space. That we can see here, there is no option to actually modify this. Though you can add a new launchpad space, as well as you can remove it, but you cannot edit it. So this is showing assigned launchpad space, and I showed this one just now. And manage launch. We also have a manage. So far, you got it right. A launchpad If it's a default SAP, there will be one launchpad space, and inside that you will have the pages, and this cannot be edited. Whereas what they are saying, if you go to the manage launchpad pages, let's take a look at manage launchpad pages. These are the two items we can modify because we created it. So it is called the customer created. And Z I created, ZAYC you created, right? So we also have the section predefined, but we cannot edit it. Whereas our customer created has the option to edit it here. Okay, so let's go back. So that's what this is showing. Now we are going into the next section. Navigate to the Launchpad page assigned to a space, assigned to a business role. That we did. On the Assigned Launchpad Space tab of the Customized Business Role, select the Assigned Launchpad Space. This brings to the Manage Launchpad Spaces app, where we can see the space only has one assigned page. Select the Assigned Launchpad page. This brings us to Manage Launchpad Page app. So basically, when we were earlier doing the business role, I'm just going back just because why now this is not providing. Yeah, maintain the business role. If I go inside that, there will be a launchpad space, and if you go, I'm sorry, I will go back again. This is called manage launchpad. This one app. So, for example, this is what we are going through the flow from the business rule. But say suppose if you directly want to go, you can go to manage launchpad space as well as page. So spaces, you will see all the available spaces. So basically two different type, customer created, predefined, and we can go inside that. This brings the Manage Launchpad Pages app, where you can see your app within each section. Select the edit button in the top corner to add or remove apps, or change how app usually displays. Say suppose this is the space, right? If I go inside the space, we will see our page. So you can edit the page actually. This page can be edited. You select the option, here you can actually add more pages into the space. So this is the space. But in a normal scenario, and also we have the role available, you can maintain business roles, more roles if you want. However, in a normal case, which means in the predefined scenario, this is not possible. This cannot be edited. It take you to the page content and all that. Page content can be edited. Oh, that is also cannot be edited here in this case. So we can see the page preview. So how does this look like? This will be looking like this, and we have managed fixed assets and asset accounting overview. I can close the preview. I will go back and I'll go down. Add, remove, and change the visual display of the apps. On the right side of the screen, you see a list of apps that are derived from roles, which means it is looking at the business catalog assigned to the business role that the space and page are also assigned to. Based on the app, the business catalogs provide access to you see the master list of all available apps that can be added to the Launchpad. You can also add additional app outside of this by choosing three dot icon in the upper right corner of the screen below the page preview. So below the page preview, we don't see any three dots option available, but let's take a look at customer created. I'm just checking whether it has got the option. Okay, this is not, this is just grouping. So this is not the case. So we don't see that in this case. However, it is possible that there is a three dot and you can change how the app visually display as a tile, a white tile, link, flat tile, or flat white tile. So these are the various options in which you can display your app. So this is the image. So this is possible on manage launchpad. Okay, is that BR project underscore? Okay, let's go to manage page. Manage launchpad space. Sorry, launchpad page. Pages. This contains unsaved data. Are you sure you want to leave? Yes, we are not saving anything. So we are here in the launchpad space, and then what we could do in this case, we don't have. We could go to predefined and search for. We won't get exactly the same, but br underscore project underscore mgr. We can search SAP underscore BR. Oh, we don't see any BR specific items. Let me SAP underscore. Let me check BR underscore star whether we don't have any pages as such. So let's say star search everything will be coming because it is the SAP delivered. And in this case, what they have mentioned. So here, what you will see, the general data, page content, and space assignment. In the page content, you have page setup where you can add pages. Here you have, this is a wide tile, which means the width is like a, if you see the first section, this block, the tile has a limited size, whereas the down the length is more, and say flat tile is little more smaller with the three everything with three dots, and then link will be like again just a single line. So this is all possible from the derived from roles, and from all these roles you can add specific item into the page. Add, remove, and change visual display of apps. On the right side of the screen, you see a list of apps that are derived from roles, which means it's looking at the business catalog assigned to the business role that the space and pages are also assigned to. This is as common as what we looked at earlier. Based on the apps, the business catalog provide access to, you see the master list of all the available apps that can be added to the Launchpad page. You can also add additional apps outside of this by choosing the three dot icon. That is what I was showing. This is actually a customization option in the image here. These are three dots possible. So kind of an administrative activity is what, because I can't do that at the moment. And below the page preview is available. You will need to make sure to assign the corresponding business catalog to business role to grant the permission for users to access the app. When adding an app or selecting the three dot icon for existing app, you can change how the app visually display as a tile or a white tile. I showed you, right? White tile, how it looks like. It looks like I can only show in the image at the moment because I don't have access to the this particular screen. So I will have a bigger, the length will be more. And then I go down. Uh, where was I? Yeah. Wide tile, link flat tile will be as very flat. Flat wide tile will be, is it shown here? Yeah, little bit bigger than the flat tile. Now, next is identify an app to add to the Launchpad page. If I can't find the app the customer wants to display on the Launchpad page in the derived from roles list, I need to look up the app in the SAP Fiori app reference library to identify the business catalog app is permissioned within. So basically, if I in this screen, below that we have all the apps available. Say suppose the app which you are looking at is not shown in that list, you can actually go and search in the search option where you have got app library, app reference library to identify the business catalog app which is permission within. When I can use the catalog ID to search for and manually add the app to the Launchpad page, then go back to the business role and add the business catalog to ensure the permission is granted. Say suppose if that particular app does not have enough permission, then you have to go back to the catalog ID to search for and manually add the app to the Launchpad space. Then you can go back to the role and add the business catalog to ensure you have provided the permission. For example, if you want to add manage teams and responsibilities app to the Launchpad page for project management professional service business role, we do the following. So this is the say suppose if you go and search for manage, this is not the one, manage teams and responsibilities. Okay, manage teams and responsibilities. We have for work center, we have for asset management. Say, let's take that. So this is loading. And then I'll just quickly go back here. Here we have implementation information where we have the configuration. So this is where you can configure the business catalog. So I will go here. Oh, for our scenario category, I will remove two item. I don't know who selected this. I will just remove it. We might get some team. We don't have any team, so I cannot take you to this particular screen where I can do the implementation information under configuration. You can select the catalog, and if you look at here, manage Launchpad page app, you have catalog, and you can select the particular catalog and add into the particular page. We go on to the next section, identify an app to add to the Launchpad page. In the SAP Fiori app reference library, look up the app and make sure correct deployment is selected if there are different options available. Select the implementation information tab. So we can actually search for SAP. We don't need to provide that. Fiori. So let me remove the SAP part, or I can search for apps, which will take us into the apps library. Apps. So this is showing IAM apps. It's not showing all the apps available. So we don't have the IAM apps also. So say suppose in the SAP Fiori app library reference, Fiori apps reference library is part of the Fiori Launchpad, where you can look for app. And if I was looking for apps, probably that is why I wasn't getting app. So we have app launcher. This is something else. But you need to
there is this
understand.
Fiori apps reference library, so that we can go there and.
Okay. So it's a part of the search as well as you can app finder. This is the app finder. This is where you can search for your apps. So this is a part of user profile. Under that, you have to go to check for app finder. This will find you all the available apps. And make sure the correct deployment is selected if there are different options available. Select implementation information tab and the configuration section. So in the app, in this case, it is not showing that option, but we do have two sections, since this is allowing us to add the tile. But in a normal scenario, if it is finding the app, we have an implementation information tab, which I showed in the earlier picture. Here, implementation information and configuration section. Sorry about that. So this is how we should do, but we don't have that part. Information implementation information tab and the configuration section. Scroll down to the business catalog session to see relevant catalog, identify relevant catalog, and copy the business catalog ID. Now navigate back to the Manage Launchpad pages app in SAP S/4HANA Cloud. Select the three dots in the upper right area and then select the catalog. This is basically to select the catalog necessary for the particular, in this case, end-to-end product SAP S/4HANA Cloud. Required backend product SAP S/4HANA. So this is the business process area, and it comes under the manage teams and responsibilities, and underneath we have implementation information, and below that we have configuration, wherein you select each catalog and add it into the business role. Identify an app to add to the Launchpad page. Paste the business catalog from the reference library in the search field and search. Select the checkbox to the left catalog and choose select. Select the business catalog and navigate to catalog description tab. This is where you will find the information about which fields are most relevant to use when defining the restrictions. This information differs for each business catalog. Next is add an app outside the scope of the business catalog permission. After selecting the business catalog, the relevant app will display in manually selected section. So right now I can only show in this case in the picture. Here you see derived from roles as well as manually selected. Let's talk about the manually selected option. Selected section, choose how the app will visually display first, then select which section to add it to. So in our app, for example, say suppose if I go to multiple app, this is only showing one added. See, look at here. Here we have a app, page face, and we have multiple tiles added. These are called tiles. So you can actually move this tile to here and there. These are not the above ones are not added. These are the ones added. So that is what it is. It's talking about. The app displays with an red X indicates that even though it has been added to the Launchpad page template, it will not actually display for user assigned assign this business role because the necessary business catalog has not been assigned to the role to provide access to the app. You should see a warning message that explains in the information in the lower left corner, and you will also notice the app does not display when viewing the page preview. So say suppose if you have an app with X, which indicates that this app will not get added to the page. And in the page preview also, you won't see that. For now, we can ignore this message and save the Launchpad page and navigate back to the business role by selecting the back button in the top left corner twice. Yeah, we back is nothing but this one. You can click on twice, but we are not at the right place. Okay, add an app outside the scope of the business catalog permission. So for that, what we have to do is we have to first go to SAP CA. So this is the Manage Launchpad. I can go to the Manage Launchpad. Launchpad pages, and then go to predefined. Then I need to search for the one mentioned here. The one mentioned is SAP underscore CA underscore BC. SAP underscore BA underscore star. Oh, okay. It is not there. Or I typed wrong. SAP, it's not BA, it is CA. So SAP underscore CA underscore star, I can search. So all these items are displayed in the page. And when you go to the content, so we have, I'm not sure whether I have the access for here. In a normal scenario, if I select, I will be getting an option to add, but I'm not getting that. So this is, since it is SAP defined, we can't modify that. So this is out of the role context and only KPI design is possible. You can see the page preview, only one item will be displayed. Okay, this has got two items because I didn't scroll down. But this is not showing the analytical and reporting gallery. This is showing only two items. So that's what this is talking about. And then this option I don't have. Normally, if you select the manage under this particular thing, oh yeah, I was telling you, right? I was not getting that because we don't have an ZBR project specific role. So if you have that, if you manually selected a particular catalog. Under that, manage teams and responsibilities, you can add a tile, you can add as so basically you can add a tile, you can add as wide tile, means it will be wider. Add as a link will be a single liner. Add as a flat tile, which will be little bit bigger than the link. Add as a flat wide tile will be much more bigger, but it will be comparatively smaller. So these are the options possible. And add to section, you can add project setup, project review, project analysis, time monitoring, and all that as part of each tile. That's what you see here. Plus signs are the tiles you can add. The red, X is what something earlier it was telling, right? If you see X, then that page won't be getting displayed. So that is what I showed earlier in this case also. In this case, we have one out of the role context. So this will not be displayed in the page preview. In the page preview, you can only see 3 apps. Okay, then we can go back. We have only 3 slides, so let's try to cover that. Add the business catalog that support the new app and verify the Launchpad page. In the Maintain Business Role app, navigate to Assign Business Catalog section and add Business Catalog that supports the Manage Teams and Responsibilities app, and then save the role. You may also be prompted to add additional business catalog that have dependencies. Yesterday, I showed that. When I was adding the business catalog, there were dependencies, so it went inside another business catalog. Business catalog. If you navigate to the Assign Launchpad Space tab, select the space, select the page, you should now see the red X has been removed because the app is now in scope of the business catalog, granting permission for the business role. So if you have the proper permission in the business catalog is granting the permission for the role, then the app with X will be removed and it will be displayed as part of the page. So that's what this is showing. Add and this get applied, and you will be able to see that in here. Manage teams and responsibilities. Yeah, that's pretty much about this chapter. What you could do is you could take a look at this. Basically, what we are talking about Fiori Launchpad is a business role. Under business role, we have a business catalog and we have space or spaces. Normally, in an SAP delivered business role, we will have only one space, and underneath you can have many pages, and in pages you can have multiple tiles. Tiles are of different type, like basic normal tile, wide tile, link, flat tile, and flat white tile. So these are the main things we discussed here.